Very good morning, children. Today I am going to continue with the chapter 5 towards green energy of Science 2. In the previous lecture, we have studied the topic as power plant based on the nuclear energy and power generation plant based on the energy of natural gas. Now, today let us start with the next topic of the same chapter, that is electric energy generation and environment. Here the main thing we will see that when we are generating the electricity, what fuels we are using, how they harm to the environment, and how the environment get degraded. Degraded means, children, it is damaging or ruining. So here we'll see electricity generation based on the fossil fuels like the coal, natural gas and nuclear fuels like the uranium and plutonium are not environment friendly. So which are the main thing that create the problem? Uranium and plutonium. Now let us see the first point, children. Here we had to see that when we are burning the fuels like the coal, natural gases, this fossil fuel are the coal, natural gases, that leads the emission to certain gases and soot. Now what is soot, children? Soot mean whenever the carbon particles are not completely burned, that means they are unburned particles. These are called the soot. That means complete oxidation does not take place. So this result to the air pollution. Now incomplete combustion of the fuels leads to the formation of carbon monoxide. Which gas, children? Formation of carbon monoxide. Why it is called mono? Because the formula is CO, and for carbon dioxide it is CO2. So here it affect to our health whenever there is increase in the percentage of carbon dioxide in air due to burning of this type of the fuels. It affects the environmental severity. Now the phenomenon of the global warming is an example of this. Nitrogen dioxide generated due to the burning of fuels like the coal, diesel, petrol, etc. leads to the problem of acid rain, because these gases, nitrogen dioxide, they get mixed with the rainwater, they form the acid rain, and that causes the respiratory tract problem as the asthma. Now what is asthma, children? That I will tell you. Whenever there is a spasm in the bronchi of the lungs, then it is called the asthma. That create the problem in the respiration. Now second point is that it took millions of years to form the fossil fuel and natural gases. Fossil fuel mean like the coal, crude oil, etc. So crude oil is what? That is naturally occurring unrefined petroleum product which are composed of hydrocarbon, and here the natural gas also. Natural gas are the LPG and CNG. Now what is the full form of the LPG? LPG mean liquefied petroleum gas and CNG mean compressed natural gas. The reserves of these fuels are very limited, and day by day they are getting depleted. Depleted mean getting less and less. Now nearly 200 years only the coal can last, and 200 to 300 years natural gas can be will be lost or can be managed. So our future generation will have the problem. The third point is that whenever we are using the nuclear energy, then what is the drawback? That disposal of the nuclear waste product, that will be the problem, and there will be possibility of disaster in the nuclear power plant. These all points we have to keep in the mind. Considering these all points, it is said that the energy generation from fossil fuels and nuclear fuels are now not environmental friendly. So now let us see the next point, that if we are facing this all problem, then where we have to move, how we have to move to the other option. What is the other option? It is toward the environment friendly energy. There are other ways also for the electricity production. So let us see now what are these ways, that there are other ways also of the electricity production which avoid these all problem. What problem we have studied just now. So whenever the electricity generation from the water reservoir, wind energy, sunlight, biofuels, etc. is done, then the energy sources used in such option are as water reservoir, wind, sunlight, biofuels. These are the never ending or perpetual. Perpetual means same, that is never ending. Now, use of these sources do not lead to the environmental problem. So, therefore, electric generation through these occurs can be called as the eco-friendly environmental, eco-friendly or eco-friendly energy sources. Now, we can call the energy generated by this process. What are those processes? Wind energy, water reservoir, by then biofuels, etc. So by these all process, whatever energy is generated, that can be called as the green energy. So this way now the world is switching over towards the green energy. This is also the important point, that the world is now heading towards the environmental friendly, that is green energy. Now let us see the next topic. We have to start with the hydroelectric energy. In hydroelectric energy, we will see that the kinetic energy which is generated by the potential energy of collected water, or in the water reservoir, whatever water is there, that is having the potential energy. This potential energy is further converted to the kinetic energy by the flow of water, and due to that flow of water, what will happen, that the water uh, will be having the kinetic energy. Due to this kinetic energy, the turbine will move, and the turbine will rotate or move to the generator, and the electricity will be created. That you can see in the block diagram 5.15 here. So this way we can see that here the source of energy is the water. So we call it as a hydroelectric power plant. Why we call it our hydroelectric power plant? Because here's the source of energy generation is the water. That is why we call as the hydroelectric power plant. Now let us come to the next flow chart. What is that? Potential energy in water that converted into kinetic energy in flowing water. Further, it changed to kinetic energy in turbine, and further it formed the electrical energy. This is the energy transformation in hydroelectric power plant. Now, let us see the schematic diagram of the hydroelectric power plant. First, let me tell you that whenever the water from dam is taken, it is from the middle of the dam wall. So that is why the whatever the pressure or whatever the flow of the water we need, that we can get there. So let us show you the diagram, children. Here I'll show you all the parts. This is the B point from where the water is taken. The flow of water is taking place this way. So here it is going, and further it goes to the turbine. This a flow of water is now in that kinetic energy is there, and here this turbine is having the blades. These blades are moving very fast, and then this when blades are moving, this create pressure or force to the generator. Then generator moves, and in the powerhouse the power is generated. This power further transferred to the poles of the electric current, and these poles further supply the electric to the houses. So this way we can see it is the schematic diagram of the hydroelectric power plant that we have studied here. Now let us see few points here, children, that in that you have to use your brain power. What is the first point? That with reference to point B, potential energy of how much water reservoir in the dam will be converted into kinetic energy. So here we can see that potential energy of water stored in the region A to B will be converted to kinetic energy. This is the answer for this. Second is, what will be the effect on electricity generation if the channel taking water to turbine start at point A? So this is actually your assignment. You have to do in the assignment book, children. So what will be answer for this? The energy generation will increase as the water at A, it will have higher potential energy that generate the higher kinetic energy as it flows. The third question is, what will be the effect on electricity generation if the channel taking water to turbine start at point C? So for this you can write the answer. The energy generation will decrease as the water at C will have lower potential energy that will generate lower kinetic energy as it flows. So these are the 4 points that these are the 3 answers of these 3 questions that you have to do in the assignment book. Let us see now the next topic, that is how the fuel which is burnt in hydroelectric plant, it don't cause the air pollution due to combustion of the fuel. Why? Because here the hydroelectric mean water is used, na, so there will be no pollution. So this point you have to learn, that since no fuel is burnt in hydroelectric plant, so no air pollution due to combustion of the fuel result. Now considering the issue like the forced migration of large community, that is the first point. Our first problem can be created because when we want to collect the water, we want big water reservoir, and this formation of water reservoir takes place, then it is but natural the community which are staying there that had to move to the other places. So it is forced migration. Next, submerging of the forest, this is next one, and then submerging of the fertile land also get affected. Now all living creature in the water also get problem. So this is the point of debate, that whether hydroelectricity is eco-friendly or not. Now let us come to the few more points that are advantage of the hydroelectric power generation. Let us see now, since no fuel is burned in hydroelectric power generation, so there is no pollution resulting from combustion of the fuel. So this is the first point, that as there is no fuel is used as a coal and all, so there is no pollution from combustion of fuel. Second, if there is sufficient water storage in the dam, it is possible to generate electricity whenever it is necessary. So this is the second point that you have to learn. And what is the third point for advantage of hydroelectricity? That although water reservoir is used for the power generation, it can be replenished during the rainy season, leading to the uninterrupted power generation. So rainy season more water will be there, and there is no it is no compensation that there should be the more water in the reservoir, so it can be replenished with the rainwater also. Now what problem can be created, or what problem are associated with the hydroelectric power plant? First is that the backwater due to the storage of water in dam may submerge villages or town in that area. So this is the first point, children, that you have to see that there will be backflow. When it is but natural that bucket is overflow, then water is coming out and spreading all over. Same way here also, when the reservoir is full, then backflow of the water can be there. This will lead the problem of rehabilitation of displaced population. So this is the second point. Now this is the first point, sorry. Now the second point is the obstruction of the flow of river that may have the adverse effect on the living world in the river. This is the last point. Now here, children, you will see that one more thing is there, that you can see first of all that wherever the major hydroelectric plant are situated. So we can see here in this diagram, you can see in this pic, you can see here first place is the Tehri, that is in Uttarakhand, and what is the this capacity 2400 megawatt. Next is Koina, that is in Maharashtra, and what is the capacity 1960 megawatt. Next is Sri Shalam, that is where it is in Andhra Pradesh. So this is in Andhra Pradesh and capacity is 1670 megawatt. Next is the Nathpa Jakri, that is in Himachal Pradesh, and here the capacity is 1500 megawatt. So this way we can see how much energy is there. Now let us see here one more topic, that is Koina Dam. Koina, this is the diagram for Koina Dam, and this is Koina Dam. Here you can see this water flow is there from the water reservoir. Here the turbine will be there, the blades of turbine will move, and the generator will move, then the electricity will be generated. Here you can see, children, one question is there, that what is the lake tapping, why it takes place. That you have to do in your assignment book, but in short I am telling you that this lake tapping involves excavating a tunnel almost to the water or the rock which is in contact, and the blasting out the final protective rock to allow the water suddenly inflow into the tunnel from the lake. What can be the reason? First, to refine the lake water. Second, it can be to decrease the lake water, and third, it can be that to completely drain out the lake water. So this way we can see what is lake tapping. So now here I am